Hello, everybody, and welcome to Horizon Sunrise versus Athena. I forgot my own name. Wow. What am I going by right now? I am Arbiter, and I am joined by
Hi.
And our current observer.
Oh, you
is
wanted me
White.
to say something?
Yeah, I mean, you can say so. You can say your own name, bro. Like, come on. Okay, we're joined by Light as our observer.
Hey,
We're
everybody.
getting started right now. Getting everything set up.
We're gonna be loading into the game here soon.
We're loading in now. How many Oregon matches has this been? in a row now?
Probably about 50% or more.
Yeah. So another Oregon.
Around 60%.
Oh my gosh, this will be interesting.
First band coming out from Horizon is Flores. Pretty
Actually,
typical,
that's-
I would say.
Yeah, it's very expected. Flores is very strong.
Yeah, Flores clearing that utility without really using a player, essentially.
Yes, having those drones is very nice. Okay, same thing with Thatcher. Easy utility clear. So, you know, lots of that usually on Oregon as well.
Thatcher, one of those bigger picked operators whenever he isn't banned.
Okay, banning Cade makes sense. You know, denying hatches much easier as a defender, so not having him makes for better vertical.
I think definitely picking up that kite would make a Horizon's basement a lot easier, even their top four.
Oh yeah, really making any of those fours would make that much easier, and the Valk comes out as well. Very strong defending operator right now. I'm not sure how much she'll be picked after her unintentional nerf, but I guess we'll have to find out.
I would say her pick rate's going to be roughly the same. It's not going to hurt her too much.
I think she probably won't be as more like auto-walked, I think, if that makes sense so much.
Yeah. She's definitely going to be a little bit weaker. I think she'll
Yeah.
still be one of those higher picked operators.
Oh yeah, she's still very good no matter what. I mean, Intel is Intel. Also, Frost pick coming out from Horizon. This will be interesting. Played by Zep.
They do use that Frost a good bit.
I mean, if
She
you're not
does.
paying attention or you get caught off guard, I mean, pretty much a free down.
If you know how to place those Frost mats, he's going to be really good.
I mean, she also brings the utility too, so.
Yeah, I was going to say she brings that shield.
We're ready for company.
And her secondary shotgun as well. If you don't, you don't have a comp that really carries one, then it's a great idea.
Bringing out that mute to stop that drone, and I assume to put on the walls. Also with that Malusi, they have a lot of utility going on here.
That is indeed true.
Looks
Seems
we're
like the
being-
rotate going for first floor. So
Yeah.
heavy roam presence from the looks of it.
We're gonna have
Good.
that kitchen extension, kitchen meeting extension.
Looks like a 3-2 push, 3-1 push.
3-2.
3-2, yeah.
Typically, you would see people go for attic, but maybe. Looks like
Hyper is
Ash
rotating.
might just rotate over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they're
okay,
gonna-
Seven's over there by himself in the attic, probably droning things out for his team right now. Or maybe he's going in there by himself. It doesn't look like anybody. Okay, maybe Hyper. Okay, it looks like Hyper's coming to support him. Yep, there he is. So,
Hyper takes it the long way around.
yeah, indeed.
220,
Good.
no one has quite yet entered the building.
No damage done, no real engagements happen, but it looks like Ghost is here on the stairs. Could possibly get a pick. Oh, he gets droned out. He gets 2 drones out, actually.
He's just gonna rotate out just in time, getting 2 drones.
Get information as well, knowing that there's going to be at least one person pushing from attic.
A little bit slow here on their attacks, but still keeping some consistency at least.
I agree. I mean, it's minimum 45 on the clock. Like, they have some time. And they have a good amount of presence so far.
We still see those players down in that first floor. Could
Yeah,
make
no
pushing
roam
attic
clear coming
here
out right
a
now.
little bit harder.
There's absolutely no roam clear coming out right now, except they do have flank watch, so they're at least trying to prevent that from those roamers from getting free picks.
I think they're just gonna go for a full-on attic push here, which could really mess over Horizon in the end.
They do have the main breach open as well, so you know they could get those cross angles going.
They definitely have a lot of cross angles here into attic, into games, and they might be able to execute here pretty soon as well.
Ooh. Arabian takes down Zeb. Okay, so they get a pick then. Hyper kills Ghost as well. So one of their roamers is down.
Okay.
And a TK comes out. 7. Okay. Didn't get to see what happened there, but I don't think that was intentional. Oh wow.
Oh,
Forte hitting his shots. And oh, that is
the frost mat.
There goes the frost mat already paying off. Oh, sees the player from below and Happy and does end up taking that kill. Happy on the last one, but does he know that the player is still down in the frost mat? Don't know if he does or not. And he does.
He does.
Capitalizes off of that. So just 15 seconds to plant. Geo is planting. I don't
Happy
think
should be
Happy is aware
pushing
of
here.
this. Oh, the drone spots him though.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
Geo will know that he is there. He seems to be ready. Doing a little pre-firing just to make sure. Being very cautious here.
Happy has a good bit of time here just to play around with Fugio. Mess with his mind a little bit. He's gonna get the kill.
Defenders
There he goes.
the diffuser.
Happy
That's a
wins
triple.
the. What is that? A 1v3?
1v3.
Yeah. Okay, very nice 1v3 coming from Happy.
Defenders disabled
And
the
gets the
diffuser.
defuse off.
Alright.
Bomb
First
First round goes to Horizon.
Defenders win.
Okay. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was very well executed. And honestly, I think. Oh. Okay. 7
Okay.
left by accident, I'm assuming. Maybe he got timed out. I'm not sure.
He might have crashed.
He might have crashed, yes. I know that's been.
That might have been a little too much for him to handle.
That TK kind of affected his PC a little bit. Oh, and he's back.
Alright, there we go.
Might have been a bug.
Alright, I
Sure
think
the
we should
picture
be
is
good
okay.
to go now.
Ooh, 0 pick. I like that. Nope, switches to Maverick.
Maverick, pretty good, I'd say.
He's a very good
little flavor
operator.
for a tech timeout.
Yeah. It's too late.
Alright, anyways. As we
Who's
wait
that?
here, we do have some pretty good lineups coming on.
Yeah, it
with,
seems like they're doing another pretty roam-heavy lineup coming from Horizon, as they have that Vigil and Jaeger, possibly the Malusi as well. Not sure how they're gonna play the Rooney though. Rooney is very good now. Well, she's always been very good, but she can hold those aggressive angles with that 1.5, or close angles with their SMG.
That SMG close range really shreds.
Yes, it really does. And if you're not expecting somebody to be there, you will very likely be dead within a few seconds. Although the Yana coming from Athena, having those technically unlimited drones, that's huge. As long as she doesn't get picked off in the beginning, then that's a lot of information that Athena can get. Kind of interesting
That
in the IQ
IQ
pig.
That IQ
This isn't a
could have
favorite question
countered
for me,
the
guys.
Vigil.
Technical timeouts. Did they have a time limit?
Yeah.
Usually they're 30 seconds to a minute, depending on
No,
the
see,
type
that'd
of
be the
timeout.
tactical timeout, wouldn't it? Pretty sure that's the tactical
A
timeout.
technical timeout?
Yeah.
I don't know if those really do have limits. It kind of just depends on what the issue is. Like, if a
No.
player's having connection problems, then that's not really something they can usually fix.
I'll look it up in the rulebook, because why not?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay.
Still have a little more waiting to do, but We should be back in the game pretty soon here once this technical timeout wears off. Just looking at
Good.
the lineup here from Athena, I think they're going to be pretty good for pushing. They have a lot of hard breachers. They have a lot of intel. That IQ going to be able to spot those gadgets real quick.
I agree. I mean, switching the Maverick for Hibana is very good for vertical place, and since they, defenders did win the upstairs side, so there's not really much reason for them to expect them to go up there. So, prepping for a first floor or a, basement side is usually preferred. So getting those hatches, and especially since there is no kite on the board, and those hatches are pretty much free. All you have to deal with is the roamers, of course, and it seems that Horizon has quite a few roamers, so
Horizon
will be switched for Walmai though. So we will see how that ends up turning out, and it looks like we will be continuing this round in this game.
Yep, I'm not sure who the issue is, but they will be recording their game. It will not pick up everything that a Moss would, such as macros and things. However, if that is an issue going forward, such as if Athena thinks that whoever it is cheating, then we'd have to award the win to them. That is, if there is validity in there, any validity in their accusation.
I see.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, well, that would make sense, honestly.
Bomb located by attackers.
Horizon
Seems like
doing a pretty solid setup just off the bat. They have similar setups as we've seen before. A little bit of variation, especially picking up that Malusi, which we don't see a ton.
5 seconds to go.
I think this is pretty standard in terms of like how the site is set up. I think it's more of the operators more
Attackers
varied.
are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Smoke is pretty much always played on the basement side for that, that elbow hold, but having, like you said, bringing the Malusi and also that both the Jaeger and the Walmai, make your life a little easier as a defender. Seems to be a 3-2 push again, except this time looks like they will be going towards Freezer.
It's definitely going to be a full Freezer take with some guys clearing above, it appears.
Yeah, they did bring that sledge, so they might as well utilize them. Oh, they spotted the roamer in kitchen.
We're going to be exposed here. He does have a lot of room to move around because they're not really pushing him that much.
Oh, Forte spots him. He does not get
almost
the kill.
got him.
Yeah, it was a very close shot. Seems to be backing off. Probably smart choice, knowing that they're there. Knowing, the attackers knowing that he is there. Doesn't want to get too pinched. Seems that Hyper's doing a C-take now. Checking his corners and his flanks just to make sure. Seems Forte is holding. So... Oh, and the pre-fire from Hyper. Very nice. The nade will land. Wow. Zeph is taken out and is immediately refragged by Happy.
Another good refrag there.
Very good refrag.
Beautiful nade, by the way.
Yeah, that was an incredible nade. Perfectly cooked, perfectly timed.
I guess they didn't really have any magnets or anything over there, but it was probably a miscommunication thing. Who knows?
I would assume they were probably thinking that the main focus of the site would probably be into bunker, so that is very possible right now. There does seem that they did get most of the hatches open though, so Horizon will have to be careful not to expose themselves.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Horizon is also down a man, so Athena could realistically start playing really aggressive with those flashbangs and what nades they have left.
Very true, they do have quite a bit of utility still. Ghost will find Andrew though, because for the aggressive push, does not pay off as a radiant.
Refrag.
Yeah, no, it's just trading back and forth right now. 2v2. Damage done to Happy though.
Happy got molting a little.
Yeah. Seems like he's gonna be backing off a little bit. Oh, spots into the bomb chassis angle, but does not Was not able to hit his shots. But
No
it's
ammo
just a
in
shot.
that Roni.
1 versus 1, 10 seconds left. Seems Fuyo is gonna have to push. Will he find the last remaining player? And he does. Wow.
All right.
Fuyo
Another round to Athena's first round, bringing it to a 1-1.
Yeah. Those last 30, 45 seconds, they were pretty tense.
Yeah, refrag after refrag. Just Athena pushing down on Horizon.
Seemed that the aggressive pushes you were talking seemed to work out for them pretty well, and obviously in the long run. Having those trades taken from Horizon though, you know, a little shaky there, but it worked out.
I think Horizon definitely could have played that better, especially just in terms of where they were playing. They're kind of cluttered, not necessarily cluttered, but just all on each other. And they didn't really have much room to move because Athena was just pouring in on them.
Benchy ready to go.
It looked like they were holding a lot of the same angles as well. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just that when you're both, like, when two people are watching the same thing, then you can sometimes get a little bit of a crossfire. You know, do a little bit of damage to your teammates. I've done that before. But they will try down there again.
I think if they just work on what they did wrong, they definitely could play the site way better.
It seems that trying to put down the Wuxi spots, struggling just a little bit.
I think it's just because that box is roughly textured.
Yeah, it's not like super flat like a wall would be, so it's kind of difficult to actually put something on it.
I think it's gonna be a slightly altered push, maybe. Two guys on the opposite side.
Seems 3 people are going second floor, maybe a heavy roam clear. Oh, 4 people go. Are they all going second floor? I think they are all going second floor, okay.
Yeah.
I think they are doing a very heavy roam clear.
Forte is just gonna be bottom small tower. I don't think he knows that they're pushing up above him.
I believe you are correct about that. Although he looks like he is rotating off though to maybe go to a more centralized location. Hyper is holding this cross angle though. He could possibly get a pick on the Forte. Being droned in.
Forte's in a bit of a bad spot here, I'm not gonna lie. He could go back in the site, but they have full control above him.
Oh, wow, Forte does find Andrew though. Gets the pick and leaves, honestly. It's probably the smart choice here. Horizon does have man count now, and Forte finds another one. Oh my.
That's a hard breacher down.
That is indeed. 7 is the only other hard breacher left, being Thermite. Happy did take quite a bit of damage as well as Forte, but you know, they're still alive and still kicking.
Horizon with the man advantage at this point.
Attackers recovered the
Minute and 15 seconds on the clock. Athena's definitely gonna have to speed this up a little bit. But it seems they are going to adapt to their 2 lost players. Going down Freezer, from the looks of it. Did spot the shield though, and opening the hatch.
I think they're a little shaken up after what happened there earlier.
Seems as though they are, and they're trying to contest some angles.
Attackers have
They don't have much moving room here. They're kind of
Forte
stuck
is still
in the
on
side of the
roam.
map.
Wow, Forte is still on the roam, so he could possibly get another pick here. But Ghost does find Hyper. Very unfortunate for Hyper. In the last 30 seconds in this round, it's not looking well for Athena, but, you know, miracles happen.
I don't know, Forte on this roam, it might be the end of them. I mean, they can't really do much against this smoke. They have 2 people on every angle, or a person on every angle.
Yeah, Happy finds 7, and he also finds Fuyo. Oh,
that is
another round goes Horizon. 2-1 now? Yeah.
Yeah, 2-1. What a round.
I think they played it a little bit less aggressively, except for, you know, Forte being on that roam, but, you know, finding those picks really helped out, it seems.
Yeah, that really gave Horizon the momentum that they needed just to start not playing too aggressive, but working together rather. As you saw towards the last second there,
Right, right.
everyone on those angles just waiting.
And Happy is definitely showing up on the scoreboard being 8-1, Forte right behind him being 3-2. Very interesting. Seems as Athena is more balanced in terms of their frags versus, across the rest of their
Attackers need
team.
to
So
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I think that 3K on that first round really boosted Happy up on that scoreboard.
I believe you are correct about that. And obviously it gave them the round win too, so that's even better for the actual overall scoreboard.
Yeah, I had the exact same setup as they've done before, which when they win, I guess they don't need to change anything besides how aggressive they were being last time.
I mean, yeah, I guess don't fix it if it's not broken, so worked the first time, so why not the second time?
5 seconds.
As long as these players calm down a little bit and not be overly aggressive, we should be able to see another round for Horizon.
I think Forte holding those aggressive angles but not necessarily going to the attackers is what gave him those kills. So him waiting for them to peek him was a lot easier for him to get those frags, and it obviously showed as he got, 2 of them pretty quickly.
Looks like we're gonna have a double roam over on the shower dining side.
Seems to be another 3-2 split push. Oh, Jaeger possibly going for the run out, and he does not find anybody. Nobody there to get
Forte
on.
does.
And Furio is now down. That is the sledge out. No vertical or no soft destruction for Athena anymore. Well, I say that and they have a Ash, but
That's 2 grenades down though. That's a little bit of utility.
It's quite a bit of utility. If they have a shield, they can't clear the shields anymore unless the ashes can get burned.
I got the Maverick.
I do have the Maverick.
Ghost and Forte holding down and meeting. I don't think they're gonna be able to push Attic really with both of these guys below them.
Yeah, it seems they may have to do a little bit of a roam clear to get this started. They did get the wall open though.
It's a minute and a half in, and Athena honestly doesn't have that much momentum in their path.
They're still looking for these roamers as well. Forte making sure his flank isn't, having him caught off guard. He is still on that roam though, and could possibly be an issue for Athena.
Oh.
And Ghost does end up being an issue for Athena as he finds 7. Does take quite a bit of damage though. Oh, and wow, okay. But that doesn't matter as Andrew is now dead as well. There's a 5 versus 2 in favor of Horizon. Minute left on the clock. Not looking too good for Athena, but they could definitely, pull through.
It's
Never
gonna
count
be
them
a
out.
tough game or tough round for Athena, but the odds are not in their favor.
Okay, wow, Hyper finds 2 very quick successful kills. Sustains no damage, so very good for him.
I thought that was Hyper Athena, not
unfortunate.
Hyper Dark Zero.
Arabian does find Forte though. 2 versus 1, 15 seconds, just about. And Zep. Unfortunate for Arabian.
The
He gets SMG 11.
British shotguns and SMG 11s. That's
Very
a
deadly
rough spot
combo.
to be in.
Yes, very rough. Not one that I would particularly like to be in.
Shotgun swinging from your left, SMG swinging from your right. You can't do anything.
Yeah, you either peek the shotgun and probably die to it, or you get swung from the person you're not looking at. So, not much that Arabian could have really done there, but very unfortunate. I do see a castle on the board being brought by Zep. It's very
Castle's
interesting.
Very powerful operator, especially on this first floor, because he's able to close out so much.
See how we'll utilize him. Very interested to see this. See how they're gonna.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Then he also brings Secondary shotgun, easy rotates, easy hide holes or feed holes. Seems like they're going to be putting some of their utility into the shower halls.
Bomb located by attackers.
And upstairs too, it looks like. So maybe they're going to be roaming in small tower, possibly.
I think this is definitely a small tower shower hold. Just based off of what I'm seeing so far. Maybe even an extension up in the pits.
10 seconds remaining.
Would not be doubtful of that at all.
That
I will
hatch
say
is open.
that oh, so it's probably a very easy rotate for them, so I would very much will. I don't think they would just leave that hatch open, so I am definitely assuming that they will be roaming up there. But the Jackal is being brought by Athena, so maybe they can find those roamers upstairs very easily now. As well as they do have quite a bit of vertical play. Fuyo playing Sledge, and then they also have Ash and Sophia being present.
He barely missed. Oh, that's a reinforced wall.
It's a reinforced wall, right?
Yeah. Never mind.
I was almost gonna say the same thing as well.
Alright, well, they are gonna have that kid's attic extension here along with showers and small tower. This is gonna be very tough for Athena to move.
Seems like a 2-man push, maybe a 3-man push upstairs, and then the others are just gonna see if they can run up there.
Oh,
or
Athena
going
getting
for a full
aggressive.
send.
Okay.
Oh,
Hyper
Ash is in
DZ
sight.
getting in there.
I think Hyper is actually in sight right now.
Yeah, he's in.
And they are planting. They are going for an
What?
execute with 2 minutes on the clock. They have full
Horizon.
control of
What
A
is
site.
Horizon doing?
Hyper gets a fragments immediately. Okay, lots of trades going back and forth. Wow. It is post plant though,
Oh,
and it is now a 1 versus 4
it's
in favor of
Athena
Athena.
across the board.
Nitro does not find somebody. Oh no, it
No.
kind of finds somebody. He's down.
A little bit
Not
of damage
looking
on
good.
the Fujio.
Indeed. Not looking good for Nate though. There's only 13, 12 seconds on the bomb, and it has to find 4 players. And it does not look. It does not look like they will be getting that. Oh, Horizon.
Out for Athena.
That was a very, very fast execute coming from Athena. I mean,
Wow.
it worked out.
That was a wild round, I'm not gonna lie.
My thing is though is that when Athena walked into sight, they had a 4-man push holding sight with no frags on the board at all. So that means that Horizon was just not watching A site whatsoever. That is very interesting. Does seem as Horizon will be playing back basement site, excuse me. Bringing that Mira. Okay, never
Just
mind.
kidding.
Why did I have to say something? Of course, when I say something is when they change it.
That am I gonna bring a lot of utility. Oh, Jackal to Jackal.
I mean,
okay.
Hey, it worked that time, right? I might as well not change it.
Bombs from being defused by attackers.
Yeah,
Having both
might as-
does seem though. Looks like they will probably be going for those hatch takes again. I just realized that they also Athena now has that Finca as well. More nades,
Finca,
possibly
very
a bomb
powerful.
6. Yes, very powerful.
They might have that LMG too, just to left mouse button into all of those corners.
10 seconds remaining.
Hey, you need to drone when you can just fire bullets into a corner, right?
Remaining.
Yeah, that's kind of why I hate LMGs in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Attackers objective.
Yeah, they do make that a little bit of an annoyance. And as we were just talking, she does indeed have that LMG. 7 brought it. I will say though that both Walmart and Jaeger being on the board, who knows, maybe those nades won't be as impactful as they would hope. They do have 4 of them total though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 2 being
Depending-
brought by Sledge.
Depending on where the nades are utilized in the round, they could maybe get one off, depending on how the magnets and ADSs are set up.
Seems Zet is doing a little bit of a sneaky play here, but immediately gets droned out. Decides to back off just a little bit. Roam
That's
clear coming from Athena.
definitely a heavier roam clear than what we have seen before. Even though we still have those two roamers upstairs still. Oh.
And it seems that Andrew is now left the game, probably by an accident. Oh, very spicy shot coming from Hyper. Connects on the forte. It seems that they know that player's there, but unfortunately Zep gets taken down by 7.
I'm reloading.
Not sure if he actually knew that Zep was there or he just happened to shoot through the barricade and kill him, but either way, it is a 3v4.
Yeah, he might have saw the toes there.
Ah, yes, that is actually a very good point, yes. Seems all of Horizon is kind of just in this one spot in basement. Oh, no, I say that, and one of them says rotate off and
Attackers
backstairs.
Ghost getting a little aggressive, might be able to get one.
Oh, and he does
get
find one.
Evening the scoreboard here for Horizon, bringing it to a 3v3. Ghost getting aggressive again. Not able to find the second.
Unfortunately, he gets punished by Hyper. He is having a good round this round so far. Nice drop and go for the aggressive take, and unfortunately he finds that smoke and the Aruni. The 4K coming from Hyper.
Athena
hitting his shots.
Down a man. And they still come back from that.
Oh. 3-3 and a half, not bad. Hyper getting that 4K bumped him up to more than double digits. Wow.
Andrew did just get disconnected before he could even do much of anything, but that didn't matter because Hyper is just there in sight, shooting everything that moves.
That was very good for Athena, obviously, as they now have a pretty good half. I mean, 3-3 on Oregon is, well, actually, that's quite good. So going into their defending rounds, we will see how they deal with this. And I see that they bring the Maestro playing basement first, and they also have that mirror as well. So a pretty anchor-heavy presence here from the looks of it.
I mean, you're going to be a bit of an annoyance for Horizon.
Seeing as how I don't think they really have anybody to directly clear her. I mean,
the game's not loading in.
the timer is 0. Yeah, what is happening here?
It's not paused. This is interesting. Okay.
Is he loading or?
Okay.
Seems
not
like
sure.
May have connection issues. I don't know.
Anyways, if we
Alright.
do get to see this round played out, Horizon having a basement set attack with that Habana, Maverick, Iona, Finka, Zafia, a lot of utility clearing with 6 grenades, 3 flashes, and 4 Zof launchers.
It does seem that they will need it though, as that Maestro and that smoke are on the board. And since Jaeger is also present, and they will have to have some burn to, be able to clear those bulletproof gadgets.
We might be seeing a rehost here if Andrew's not able to load in, or at least I assume it's Andrew, as he has had problems here recently during this match.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
According to the text chat from Ghost, yeah, he isn't loading. So I'm wondering if it's someone on Horizon's team actually.
Ooh, as we have just learned, it could be a Horizon issue, as according to Athena, Andrew is fine. So we will see. We might have to do a rehost because it is taking quite a minute.
I'm thinking we're gonna do a rehost.
think we are going to end up having to do a rehost, and it was just announced. So,
Alright.
okay.
Time for rehost.
Yep. Rios is going to come out. Maybe this will fix the issues that we are having. Anyway, while that's going underway, let's talk about that. 3-3 split in a half. Athena came out with some pretty, not even pretty, very aggressive. Those last two rounds were very aggressive coming from Athena, but they did work out very well.
Yeah, Athena knew how to play aggressive, and it worked out in their favor. I mean, Horizon was just falling to every push that they were doing. But that kitchen plant, 2 minutes left, that was something different.
I'm not really sure. I think that came down to more of Horizon not really paying attention to their surroundings. Because it seemed like they had a good, if I remember correctly, it was 3 people upstairs, and then the other 2 roamers seemed to be closer to either the actual kitchen site or maybe in meeting period. So they just kind of left dining unattended with just for them to walk in. And that's that's obviously exactly what Athena did, so...
Yeah, definitely on Horizon for that round. They did leave dining wide open. They had one in meeting, one in kitchen, and then 3 scattered above. They did have that small tower shower set up for them to be able to play in it, but they just didn't.
Yeah, it's also very unfortunate for them, but I mean, it is what it is.
Alright, looks like
The
we're going to be
rehost
getting back
come
into
out.
the game.
Okay. Just gonna make sure that all the settings are correct. Just having to rehost again is a 5-minute wait, so I'm gonna try to avoid that as much as I can. Okay, yeah, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Trying to avoid the
Yeah.
extra rehost if you can, because if you don't know, if you end up abandoning, I think it's 3 matches within a certain amount of time in custom games, and can we get a 5-minute timeout for it? So gonna just try to avoid that just for time's sake. Make sure that everything is correct, and it seems that it is.
All right, here we go.
Alright, we're getting back into the game.
Okay.
Hopefully no more issues will occur. I'm hoping.
I'm hoping the same thing. Okay, now it's Athena on defense. Unfortunately, their momentum got cut a little bit just because of the rehost, but, you know.
Oh, score
it's
is
now...
off. Alright, looks like we're going to be on 5 minutes out. Alright. Okay.
That is very unfortunate.
Yeah, no bans as well. Our observer here sleeping on the job,
Oh,
apparently.
har.
Where did we
All right.
find this guy exactly? Like,
I think he's a temporary. I'm not
I
sure.
love you, White. Don't worry.
All right, 2 minutes. We'll wait out our time. We'll sit here and talk a little bit. Hopefully, soon be back in.
See, this is your job, guys. As the casters, you gotta keep me on my toes, make sure I get it all right. I realize I
We're
did
trying
not
to
do the
entertain the
bans.
audience.
I mean, yeah, I suppose. Like, even my blunders are entertaining to some degree. I mean, I know it's a little frustrating on the team side of things, but
Yeah.
you know, like, it's how it is sometimes.
That is definitely true.
Did my game just freeze?
Just from
okay.
what you've seen so far, what are your predictions for this game?
Seems that it seems that Horizon was playing the aggressive at the very beginning, and then they kind of backed off a little bit, but when they did, it didn't seem to really work out for them, so maybe they will realize that and continue to play aggressive. I mean, it was working out for them in the first few rounds and then kind of dropped off a little bit. Having some entertainment as Light is providing us.
Just constantly getting that 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do this like for all 60 seconds of this remaining minute to get this game going. There we go.
Oh, there it goes.
All right, and we're gonna be back in once everyone joins. Hopefully, seeing a lot of action, and hopefully, no more 2 or minute in plants, because that wouldn't be too entertaining. Just
I don't
saying.
know. That was pretty entertaining.
Oh, not if it happens all the time, because then
Yeah,
it
true,
just
yeah.
then it just seems like this is staged.
Yeah, that's actually very true.
It's not staged, I promise.
No, these are actual matches, people. These are played live. Don't worry.
These are not paid actors, except for Happy. He is a paid actor, but we don't talk about that.
He's always a paid actor, isn't he?
Yeah, but just not for Siege. Wink, wink.
I see. I catch your drift.
1, 2, 3.
So-
Okay, I'm gonna go through this just to make sure I get it right. Okay, so first round.
Yep. 3-3.
Okay, yeah, 1, 2, 3 for blue, 1, 2, 3 for orange. Okay, so it is 3-3. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I don't have to do round history now that we're swapping
You don't.
sides. So that's
No, you won't have
that's
to.
a relief.
All right.
Okay.
We're good. Let's get back in. This time we have our bands.
we
We
have
have
purple.
the proper split. We should be good.
All right.
Okay. Seems we'll be getting back into the match.
Let's go.
Okay, hopefully no more interruptions.
We're about to find out.
Guess we will find out. Athena on
Alright.
defense?
Athena, first round on defense. We'll see how this goes. From what we saw last time, Horizon's definitely going to be heavy on their utility.
Seems to be the same setup before we left.
Yep.
I believe, except there is no mirror on the basement right now. That is the only
They might
difference. They brought
six.
that Mawusi instead. And yes, you are correct about that. They might sixth pick, and it looks like they will be doing that exactly.
Looks like we're going to be swapping the Hibana for the Ace. I'm not too sure how that pick is going to work out, but they do have that mirror, so
Attackers need to
maybe
locate and defuse
this
as many
is the
bombs as
better
possible.
idea.
I think it really comes down to how Horizon plans to end it. I hear that ACS-12. That is terrifying.
Okay. 7 with the AA-12, just pure destruction.
Deciding to make an open 4-pan for the time being.
There we go.
Pan, wow, 4-plan. Making easy rotates. I think that ace pick comes down to really how Horizon decides to push this
10
site.
seconds left before insertion.
If they decide to do more of a vertical oriented push, then I don't know
Insertion.
why they would bring the ace, but I mean, if they're going for the walls or trying to clear the
Attackers are
mirrors, then that
moving
would
out
make
to
a lot
locate
more
bomb and
sense.
defuse it.
I think they planned for a Mira pick. That's why they brought the Ace to just push more towards construction, even though he is not over by construction.
It seems to be a 3-2 split right now, but it does seem that they are rotating towards construction. That is exactly what
Might
they are
have been a
doing.
misspawn.
I would not be doubtful of that. And it seems that they are doing a heavy tower clear. 4 players from Horizon over in this direction.
Alright.
And Happy being the last, the 5th, is down by the bunker entrance.
They drone really quick, pushed in really quick. 215, they already have full vertical control, basically. Athena not using any roamers to their advantage. Might be a downfall, might be a win. We will see.
Yeah, it seems they're doing a very heavy turtle anchor kind of setup here. See how it turns out. As it seems they have all of basement control right now, but at the same time, Horizon has complete upstairs control with pretty much no contesting coming from Athena at all.
They also have that mirror there in E-box, so they could start moving into bunker if they really want to.
Nades coming out, lots of nades coming out from Athena. I'm sorry, not Athena, but Horizon.
They are gonna.
Attackers
Oh,
located
he drops. Oh, that's Gemini.
I think that was Gemini, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I got confused. Right.
Well,
Clearing out.
Red fight, though. Ghost taking quite a bit of damage, as well as Hyper. And Fuyo is down, though? Don't know if he knows that, and he does. Double kill coming from Ghost so far.
Okay.
Takes both Hyper and Fuyo out of this game. I don't think they know that Andrew is prone to the corner here, and they definitely do not. Immediately takes down Happy. Oh, shotguns Zep. Okay. But Nate is down, bottom of the stairs.
Horizon had the man advantage, but now they're dropping like flies.
Triple kill
Okay.
from Ghost. Last person in 7. Just
Left
deciding
mouse
to mag
button.
dump. The mag dump coming from Forte. And it
Left mouse button.
obviously pays out. Yep. I mean, hey, if you're playing somebody with 100 bullets, you might as well utilize those 100 shots.
Horizon definitely using LMGs in their advantage there, just spraying and praying. Except not actually praying because they know where the guy is. They did have.
Sorry, continue.
They did have a little rough spot right there where Andrew was able to get that defuse down along with that Ayana.
It's very unfortunate for Zep that he got shotgunned with the worst shotgun in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, they were pretty much like, point blank to each other, but still.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
And
defused
in
by
terms of the
attackers.
LMGs, well, that obviously worked out for Ghost. He got a 3K from it, so, might as well keep it that way.
That was all LMGs on the board there. Just left mouse button is the new meta. I've said it before. It's meta, it's coming to comp, and I hate it.
Deploying explosive order.
Seems they were bringing the Goyos for the extra shields. Looks like they would be doing a little bit of an extended hold, not too much, but
They only have one ADS on that shield though. I think they're gonna fall back pretty quickly off of that shield and play more on that attic shield as you see him setting up right now.
I mean, if it's a, just a light roam or a light hold, then that would make a lot more sense. Get the information that you need where the players are pushing, and then you can fall back.
If they don't push, you have a shield just to hold for a late push, or just play reverse on it or something. I don't know.
True. Does seem that Fuyo will be playing there, though. Being supported by Arabian, and Arabian almost getting naded from the window. No damage done, though.
I think that was just the mute jammer. They are gonna be going for wall here pretty soon. They do see the guy on the shield. He might die here though. Ooh.
Seems
might
like a
just-
slow push.
Yeah. They're taking their time here. And working around.
Pretty sure Horizon does have attic control, but
Yeah,
not
not
attic
really, no.
control, but they do have tower control. As there is actually a shield being played in attic as we are speaking. That is being played by 7.
I've never seen that shield before. I think you can shoot him from the.
Honestly, I've played the shield before, and it is very strong if you have enough people to, actually play it off of it. But unfortunately, it does get taken down. But
gets a kill.
7 gets naded by Nate.
I think that was an unfortunate nade because he was using it to burn, I believe.
You might be correct about that, but the gunfights are coming out. Andrew is taken down. It's now a 5 versus 3 in favor of Horizon.
Yeah,
And
it's 5v2.
Forte finds,
Bomb has been
but
located.
is immediately refrag, another refrag, and wow, lots of frags, period, coming out. Horizon finds the round.
LMGs all across the board.
Except for the
What a
one
round.
frag Nate killed.
Oh yeah. Grenades and LMGs.
Yeah,
across
can't
the
forget about Nate. That was a great throw. You know, may or may not have been unintentional, but still a good throw.
board. Horizon is up 2 rounds here against Athena. Their attacks proving to be really strong here. Even if they take a little too long, they still, once they get that momentum into the building, they are pushing as hard as they can and really making up for that time loss.
I agree. It seems that they're making sure to check their basics first. You know, do a little bit of a
Defenders,
slow
protect
push
your
to
bombs
begin
from
with, and
being
then they
defused by
heavily
attackers.
speed it up as it goes on. Is what it seems to be like, and it seems to be working for them. So you know, not real much reason to change it. It is working. Bandit being brought by Arabian. A little bit of wall denial, just giving them those walls for free, and then I'm gonna have to work for a little bit now.
I think they're just going to do the same thing as before and nade from that games window. Unless they're going to put an ADS on it, then of course that would make it
10
harder
seconds to
to
insertion.
get that nade in. But for Attic, they're just going to use that Maverick, get that wall really quick, and walk right in, as before.
Doesn't seem there was any ADS on that game's window, so they could easily get the stuff off the wall again. In this case being the bandits.
I
It
think they're
seems
going to...
that...
Same push?
Yeah, I think it's the same push. 3-2 this time, maybe? I think it's a 3-2 push, yes.
Alright.
And Ghost going straight in.
Already in tower, making money moves here, pushing in real quick. A lot more efficient than last time. For Master side, still running really heavy on over there. They know that they're doing relatively the same hold.
Sure to catch their flanks and their angles, checking all that just to don't get caught off guard. Athena playing another pretty, you know, secure play, I would say. They're not being too aggressive. Julio is holding an angle onto the main stairs and does not
Yeah, no
take
ADS is
takes
on
a
it.
little bit of damage. Yeah, unfortunate.
They have full master trophy armory side here. Is that Hyper that just pushed in?
Yeah, I think it was. I don't think they have it anymore.
Oh,
and immediately gets taken down.
Hyper!
Is Forte.
He is
Getting that
crazy.
Gets that aggressive push, and it works out. It's also the Fink off the board. No more health. No more revives. You know, that's unfortunate. The nades too are down.
That retake there, really good from Hyper. He was able to get that kill, and they have full control over Trophy once more.
Oh, Andrew finding Ghost as well as he goes to do that aggressive peek. Does not work out for him at all. It is now a 5 versus 3 in favor of Athena. And a minute left on the clock. Looks like Horizon's gonna really have to pick this up.
And
unfortunate, but gets immediately refragged by Happy.
I think that was a planned refrag, but I don't know if it was really worth it. Horizon is down so many people. They're not really able to make too many moves here. Nate missing his shots on both of the people. Only dealing a little bit of damage. Okay.
Oh, Happy on the other hand is hitting his shots onto Andrew. He is now taken out of this round.
SC4 gonna...
C4 comes from Fuyo, but does not connect.
Oh?
Happy seems to be the swing, and
Ah.
very unfortunate, getting crossfired once again. And
What a round.
round goes to Athena. And Nate has left the game. We have having a lot of disconnects.
I think it might be just on Yubi's part. but still a ton of disconnects and not too sure what's happening.
Tactical timeout was... Nope, never mind.
All right, we should be good to keep going now. They're going to pick up the Maverick once more, even though it is going to be a basement. They're going to run the same lineup as they did for basement for both sides of the board.
So the Maverick does end up getting traded out for the Hibana, and Smoke not being brought, but Thunderbird. That is an interesting
Attackers
one.
need to locate and defuse bombs.
I believe the Thunderbird is just for that added security, for more health maybe. Probably going to be a good roamer here for Athena, as they do have that Goyo to still have that shield up.
This is very true.
Interesting shield placement there.
Seems like they will be holding some aggressive angles coming from Athena. Very interested to see how Horizon does end up doing this push, though. Are they going to do a complete top-down? They're just going to kind of ignore certain parts of the map, so like focus all in one key area? That's what we're going to find out. And all 5 players spawn in construction, so I think that answered my question, and it seems they will be a heavy bunker push. And they are seemingly going to just walk in. And
I'm glad
that
to
is
see
exactly
that. Glad to see, even though I'm retired, they still use my drones.
And it is working out for Ghost.
LMG.
Lots of frags coming from Ghost, many bullets being fired.
Located by attackers.
Fortunate for Horizon. Oh.
LMG working for both sides of the board here.
Attackers bomb diffuser.
Ghost.
Ghost with the triple kill so far.
Ghost.
The quad kill.
He's gonna go on for an ace here.
Do they know he is in freezer though? And they do, and he gets the ace!
The ace!
Ghost coming out with the LMG on Zofia. Just left mousing his way into the site.
150 rounds of pure pain and agony.
I don't think he ever reloaded during that entire time either.
He doesn't need to. He has 150 bullets.
He was shooting a lot of ammo though. I mean, it obviously worked out. Like, he got an ace from it. Like, that's impressive. He got a very quick frag as well onto, I don't know who the Jaeger was, but I just recall that it was a Jaeger, and it was just momentum for him to just pretty much walk into the building. Like,
that 5-man rush really worked out for Horizon, even though they did lose a few guys along the way.
But in the end, they did capitalize on that, and they took the round.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Does also seem that yes, it is map point. If Horizon wins this, they will take the map.
It looks like Athena learned from their mistakes and gonna hold elbow this time instead of just giving them full blue control.
I also find it interesting that Horizon no longer has the Yana. They are bringing that Twitch in instead. And I'm assuming that is probably because of the mirror that isn't currently in play. And
either the mirror or the Goyo.
I was gonna say, I think I was just gonna ask that the Twitch does affect Goyos now, right? Like, that is a thing. Okay, I was just making sure I remember that right.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Alright.
So a lot of utility being played from Twitch right now, or can be.
It looks like we're gonna see a little bit of a different push here. They're gonna assumingly go for hatches rather than just pushing in, because now that bunker gonna be a little bit harder to push than before.
No roamers coming out from Athena either.
No,
They're all around site or on site. Seem they do have a little bit of an extended hold into Pillar, but not much of one. And Horizon is already on Hatch. Wait, Hatch was not even reinforced.
Okay, interesting.
Very interesting, yes.
I don't know if that was on purpose or just a misplay. Athena.
I'm almost entirely sure that was a misplay.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
their.
Wow. C4 gets tossed, but very quick reaction from Ghost.
Spoil shield!
And
Yes!
Glow Shield does get taken down by the Twitch. Lots of damage coming out onto Arabian as well. His own shield. Very unfortunate. And, well, even more unfortunate, he is now dead. And Ghost is just going off. Okay. Left mouse
Don't
his
do
way
it to it
into the
again,
building.
Ghost.
Already 2 kills on the board in this round. It's a little bit of damage from smoke, but
7 is gonna get knocked
can't
out.
handle. Forte gets taken out. And 7, as you said, is currently downed.
They might be able to rest him. I'm not too sure.
He is in a very not good spot, though.
They're just pushing in. Ghost once again with that LMG, letting it rip.
Oh, Foyo takes down Nate, though. Oh. Wow. Andrew being shot in the back of the head. It is now a 2 versus 1 in favor of Horizon. If they win this round, they do end up taking this game. Plant being stuck by Happy. Fuyo is going to be rotating, and shots do not connect, and he gets taken out by Ghost.
Horizon wins the game. Ghost with an ace and a 4K to back it up. What a game there for Horizon.
That was interesting, to say the least. Back to back as well, like rounds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that was a crazy game.
That was something of a game.
We'll be doing interviews here in a second.
I find it very interesting that the very beginning of the game, there was not very much going on, and then it just kind of picked up a lot. There's a lot of aggressive plays coming out for both teams, so. But unfortunate for Athena, it ended up coming out that Horizon was on top.
And it looks like we're gonna be getting our interviewee here pretty soon. For Horizon, I'm not too sure if Athena's gonna be getting an interview. If they want, I think they will. For right now, Athena is not gonna be getting any interview, and it's gonna be Happy from Horizon to be interviewed here today. Hey, Happy, how'd you feel about that game?
It felt really good, to be honest. It was very, very solid from us.
How'd you feel about Ghost carrying those last 2 rounds with that ace and 4K back to back?
Oh, did he ace?
Yes, he actually aced in that
He
second
didn't even
to last
say
round.
anything. He didn't say anything.
Honestly, I don't even think y'all realized that he did it, but it was definitely an ace. Kind of just
Was that the
walked
rush?
into the building. Yes.
Yes.
The one through where they didn't. Athena did not end up holding bunker pretty much at all.
Yeah, we read into that pretty well, and just once we saw that there was no elbow hold, and then the wall was soft on E-Box, we just said, you know what, let's just go. And we were in before they even knew what was happening.
I think the first frag came out with not even 30 seconds gone off the clock. So I mean, obviously it worked out for you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a question for your defense. When you went to kitchen dining, a plant went down with, I think 45 seconds in.
yeah, we didn't necessarily know what was up with that, and we just had a hole in our defense, and they were able to walk in and get a plant off eventually.
Yeah, I mean, y'all had it set up for that shower, small tower hold, but you had 3 people upstairs and everyone else scattered around.
Yeah, it was definitely a blunder on our part, and we read into that, and we corrected pretty reasonably.
Agree with that. I mean, you corrected a mistake that you made, and obviously you came out with a game win, so that shows.
Yeah, absolutely.
We
Um,
have
It was a really fun game overall, and they played really well. I noted on the round where they were able to get in that just that was a really good rush for them. They noticed the hole in our defense and were able to abuse it.
yeah. Obviously, you
we have
retaliated, but
if we don't have any more questions from either observer or caster, we can move on. Athena will not be getting an interview because they don't want one.
Yeah, happy. I actually do have a question for you. You were actually the top I almost said flagger. You were the top fragger for the first 4 rounds at, I believe it was like 8 kills when I looked at it, and the next closest was 4 on the side of Athena. Like, were you just in the zone for that, or like what was the deal with that?
I don't know. I mean, especially with the first round where I was able to clutch the 1v3.
Mhm.
After that, it was really just the kills started rolling, and we had intel. I was mainly playing sight and setting cams a lot of the time.
I see you playing that information game, yes.
Yeah, and once they hit sight, it pretty much when it came down to the room clear, it was pretty good. But once they hit sight, it usually fell apart, and I was able to just pick off 1 or 2.
All right. So this is something that I've begun doing. So do you have like any praise and or advice for your opponents going into the playoff stage?
Absolutely. I mean, one of the big things was definitely that they were roam clearing really quickly, and I was really impressed by that. The one thing I would really say is they need to work on droning a lot, because on cams we saw one thing a lot, which was they usually had like 2 or 3 people droning in the same area, and like we would see 3 drones pass the same area. Yeah. We're like, you don't need that many people droning in the same place. You only need 1.
Yeah, over droning can be an issue when you're, time is against you, obviously, as an attacker. So the more time you take to drone the same thing, 2 to 3 times, then you're really just getting information that you already knew. So
All
Yeah.
right. Well, that's about all the questions I really had for that. So, thanks, Happy, for stopping by. Look forward to seeing you guys in the playoff stage.
Yeah.
Which I believe you guys are currently in the winners bracket in either the
Yes.
3rd or 4th seed as it currently stands. I'm not actually
really?
sure.
I was actually shooting
I-
for 5th, I believe.
I would have to look into it, but I'm pretty sure that might be what it is.
All right. Well, I can't wait to be in the playoffs, and really excited.
All right.
yeah, played very well. Good to talk to you, man.
All right, later.
Thank you. Good night. Okay, well, that was a very eventful game, both technical-wise and also the actual gameplay. But that was Athena versus Horizon Sunrise, and Horizon came out on top with a 7-4 victory. And well, I'm gonna be signing off. I'm Arbiter.
And we have our observer.
Light. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Goodbye.